Good morning. Morning, you guys. We're back today. It's Saturday. It is November the 18th. Almost Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's next Thursday. Jack and I here in the cab 4250 again. We're going to try to go finish up this little 10 acres here beside the house. Not sure how much more I'll do. We'll just see. We got some stuff with some church members this afternoon. My wife's actually headed there now to get help them. So I'm not sure how much I'll get done. I'm gonna at least get the drill back loaded, and I might go try to drill a little more. We'll just see. Try to at least get this 10 acres done, so we do have rain coming next week, hopefully. So, but yeah, so we're gonna get at it. What do you think, Jack? He says, "You taste good, Daddy." Thank you, sir. All right, sit down. Basically, all I gotta do is drill the inroads on this side of the field, and on that side of the field, I still got a little bit more to drill. Ran out of time last night.
This is our John Deere 4250, pulling our John Deere 750 grain drill. Grain drill is 10 foot wide. We are planting winter wheat. We are putting the winter wheat approximately 1 to 1.5 inches in the ground. This gives us good seed-soil contact, which will hopefully lead to a good germination and a good, healthy stand of wheat.
Pop out here and check the drill, see how much seed we got left. Make sure it kind of looks like I'm doing about right. Hello, you guys. I'll turn it down just a hair. Turn it down just a hair. Make sure we're not putting too much. Turn it down just a little bit. Don't want to run out. Probably about right though, honestly. Alright, we're pretty much done with this field. Drilled out about 11.5 acres. This is what we have left. Started to get low on that one, but it made it. We're gonna go fill back up, and not sure if I'm gonna drill anymore or not. I got a buddy bringing me a wheel to change, tire to change for his trailer. Looking like I might have to haul a load of corn. We got plenty to do. Jack, you excited you got to ride the tractor today? I got a spray too. Sit down. So I'm gonna get back to the house and get this thing wheel to change, tire to change for his trailer. Looking like I might have to haul a load of corn. We got plenty to do. Jack, you excited you got to ride the tractor today? I got a spray too. Sit down. So I'm gonna get back to the house and get this thing loaded. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to Ruth Farms. Sunday, November 19th. We are here in the Chevy KUV 3500. This is my work truck, work van, whatever you want to call it. My dad at church today said that their hot water had quit working, and they believe that something's wrong with the water heater. He was asking me about putting a new one in. And I was like, well, let's see if we can fix the old one. You know, I'm not a plumber by trade, but I've already done about all the plumbing in my house when we remodeled. and I've fiddled with enough water heaters to know how to fix them. So I'm gonna kind of take you guys along with me. We're gonna diagnose the issue, and then we went ahead and got a service kit, which is the new water heater elements. There's 2 of them on each water heater, and then you have 2 thermostats, one for each, like upper and lower thermostat. So we're gonna look into that. And he has 2 water heaters from where he used to have a water stove. It kind of flowed from one into the other. So one of them is leaking, so we're probably going to do away with the one and just give him, he'll just have a 40-gallon water heater, which is what they have basically been using, because one water heater feeds into the other one. So the first water heater doesn't usually actually be on. He usually leaves it cut off, and the second water heater is the actual one that heats the water. So anyway, we're gonna get down here. I'm gonna try to get a little footage of how to kind of diagnose those. You know, I don't really recommend you doing as much on the live electrical side as what I'm gonna do. I'm an electrician, so you know, I know how to deal with live circuits. If you're not comfortable with it, don't be messing with electricity. But anyway, I'll kind of show you a little bit of how to diagnose it with a meter, and then as we're pulling the elements out and flushing the water out and all that, try to get y'all a little bit of something other than the farm. So hopefully y'all can enjoy it and maybe learn a little bit. Maybe can make some repairs on your own, because I know times are a little tough and money's tight for some people. So anytime you can fix something on your own is a good day. Down here at the farm, you guys, there's my cattle are located on my dad's property. I think we have a new calf down here. Wouldn't that be a surprise? He's a cute looking little booger. This is my white-faced cow. I've had her for a number of years. She's been a good mom. It's a pretty big sized calf. Might have been born longer than I thought it was. What's up, little one? What's up, little one? He ain't very old because his umbilical cord's still hanging down. The legs on that sucker. What's up? What's up? Come on. I think I'm down here and ear tagger. He's a little boy. I think. I believe it's a little girl. It's a little heifer, y'all. Look at her go. Always a good day when you have a calf and have no issues. Good job, mama. All right, you guys, so his setup, he has fresh water coming in here. It comes overhead. It comes in this hot water heater. Well, then it comes out of this hot water, out of this water heater as hot water, and comes over and dumps into this hot water heater. Then it comes out of this one, and then it goes to the rest of the house. So theoretically, the way this should be set up, and the reason it's set up this way is because he had a wood stove, water stove, be like a wood boiler. He heated water with wood, and it came from outside through this pipe over to here, came in the water heater, and that was just so it could kind of cool off and kind of mix with cool water so it wasn't so hot, because that water gets really hot. So in his case, this water heater is, you can tell it's getting rusty and it's been leaking some, whereas this one looks good. You know, there's no rust or nothing that you can't tell it's ever been leaking. So what we're going to do is we're going to do away with this one. We're going to completely unhook the pipe between this water heater and this one, and then we're going to extend that pipe over there, which now goes to the rest of the house. We're going to extend it over to this water heater, and then that should allow us just to have one water heater, and then we're going to make this one heat, because right now it's not heating much, if any. We're pretty sure that the elements are bad. So we're going to take it apart and do a little diagnosing. You should have a cover like this, and some Phillips head or flathead screws. Take it off. This in here, these wires are going to be hot, you guys. We can turn our power off here, but to diagnose them, I'm going to leave it on. Just keep in mind, you're reaching in there, this stuff is hot. Might give me a flathead so I can pry that off. Alright, so you just flip this little flap up. This in here has actually got a separate little thing on it, but so these are your water heater elements here. These things down here where my thumb is, that's actually what heats your water. Where's the new? So this is what your new elements look like. Just a long rod, double rod that goes in there. So we're gonna get this tank draining. You drain your tank here. Sometimes it gets sediment in it. Looks like his is gonna be okay. We're just gonna hook a pump up to it and pump that outside so that we don't get wet. First off, we do have to turn the water off though, which they have off here. I'm gonna turn it off right here. That should shut off all water going to this water heater. And I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off over here coming out of this water heater. That should keep us with no water coming in. So I've got a little pump out here we're gonna hook up to it and suck all the water out. So I thought we was gonna get lucky and I thought we was gonna be able to get the water out, but these water heaters get full of sediment and then the water drains, you know, slow as crap. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna pull the elements out and then they're just gonna gush water like crazy. Ain't no fun that way, but that's how it works. But I will go ahead and check and make sure we're good on power side. Make sure power's getting everything, but we're gonna go ahead and replace everything anyway, so it really don't matter, but be a little bit of a learning lesson. So guys, I was taking my meter. This is just a standard amp clamp type meter. You got it on AC volts. So if you check between the two wires up here at the top, on the top thermostat, you'll be getting, oh crap. You'll be getting 246 volts. All right, well to check each heater element, you find the wire going into the element, which will be this wire, and then you find the one coming out of it right here. All right, so you should have voltage, just say measuring from one of these leads up here. You should have 240 volts, I don't know if y'all can see that, going into the element, and then again coming out of the element, which will be the other wire. It'll be to the other one, I think. Alright, so that element's getting power all the way through it. You can also check it if you have an amp clamp like this, put it in amp mode, and check the wire. And my batteries are about dead in this thing. Alright, we're pulling 19 amps, almost. So that element is drawing power, it is heating, is working. Now the bottom one actually won't have power until the top one kicks off. So the top one will heat for a certain amount of time until this water up in this top of this tank gets hot. When it gets hot, this thermostat will kick off and kick this thermostat on, which then turns this element on. So we can't check this element until this one actually gets hot enough and cuts off. Alright, first comes first. I've turned all the power off, we don't have any power. We're gonna go ahead and replace both elements and the thermostats while we're here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the wires loose, and then we're gonna pull the plug and let her drain. So this is just two wires. Always verify you don't have power on it before you use it.
Should you go ahead and change the elements before you do your other plumbing, because it's gonna get wet?
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull that element, that way it'll drain out, and then that's all our pipes won't have water in them. So we're gonna pull this out. All it is just a big old, hopefully we don't have to go get a big socket, but it's just a big hex-headed. So we may have just made a discovery, you guys. It may have been airlocked, because now that we've got that element loosened, there is some water coming out now. So we're gonna hook my pump back up, see if we can pump it out.
Where's my cord at?
Cord.
No, that's long cord on this one. It may have just been airlocked.
So I got me a pump out here. It's a little 110 volt pump. Seems like it's coming on out. Coming on out.
Yeah. May have just been airlocked.
Be good. Be listening. Alright you guys, so we got the water below our first heater element there. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace this old thermostat with this new one. It pretty much just bolts right up. You know, always check your numbers. So like 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, and 4. That's the same as this. Line 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those just hook directly back up, and then that's pretty much all for the thermostat, thermocouple, whatever you want to. She's all hooked up. Sometimes you guys, and this one was like it, there's a reset button on these thermostats. If they overload or get too hot or whatever, they'll reset, they'll trip, and then that keeps you from burning stuff up. This one was actually tripped, the one that was in here, but I reset it and everything came back on. But being we're at it, and we're going to be draining the water to move this one anyway, or to remove this one, we went on, just going to go ahead and replace everything, and it should be good for a lot longer. See how like a little O-ring, rubber ring down here? That's what seals it. So Coleman was asking if we needed pipe dope. You don't on these. Sometimes getting them started is a pain. Just take the channel locks and tighten her up. Hook her back up. Alright, same thing down here. There's actually only 2 wires down here, so they're easy to change. And the top thermostat's the more confusing one, because there is about 5 or 6 wires. Pull it off, pull it out, and install your new one. All that does is it has a thermocouple in there that fills the heat off the back of the tank. Tells it when to cut off and when to turn on. Turn that one up to 130. I have a tankless water heater. Must be about empty. That's all she wrote. I'm gonna turn our pump off and unhook it. Screw this one out. This will be the nasty one. Not too bad though. These are header elements. They're not too bad. I'll leave those under here in case for some reason had to have them one time. Emergency or something. All these elements too, they heat really, really hot, and it just heats the water through convection. And what happens is these can burn out, you know, burn into different things, and then they can't, then they don't work. Yeah. Once we get everything back together and I'll verify our voltages and everything's working, then I'll put the cover back on. But first we gotta fix the plumbing. Portable angle grinder, slit the PEX rings so I can peel them off. I'm going to try to slit this PEX pipe without slitting the actual fitting. We just got to run a piece of PEX from here to that line. All right, we got her back together. top element was drawing amperage, so I know it's working. We're gonna go tag that calf, and then they can let me know tonight if the water's working. But we got it all back together, so we just unhooked these two pipes. There was a pipe that went between the two, and then the other one went out up here at this valve. We just undone the valve and reconnected us a new little piece of PEX to their existing hose, and she's good to go. Alright, you guys, we're down here. We're gonna try to get him up here closer to the van, so we got a little protection from Mama. Her, whatever it is. Now we got defeated. Give that. No, give that. What date, Luke? Whew. Look how pretty she is, y'all. Hopefully they can see us with that. Wasn't that bad, was it? Look, yeah. Right, hold on. Get up. Come on, Junior. What are you? Number 303. It's born probably yesterday. Welcome to the herd. As y'all could probably hopefully see, Mama was not too happy with us, but we got her done. Sprayed a little iodine there on it at the end. Help keep from getting infected. This is just your standard tag kit from Tractor Supply. Your you've got a, let me see it for a second. You've got a piece here. This is the piece that actually goes through the ear. You put it on there. And this here, you open, hold that. You just hold this and put her in there just like this. Let's see, like this. Slides in there just like that, and then when you crimp that together. Well guys, we got the water heater fixed and we got that calf tagged. I hope y'all got to at least see the last part of that calf tagging. Man, them things can really whoop your tail. They about whoop my tail. Woo! He must have been born a day or two because he has some spunk, or I think it's a she actually. She has some spunk. Whew. Her mama though, her mama's been a good mama because on my records it shows she had a calf December 16th of last year. So that's a month, basically a month off of a year. So she had a calf 11 months ago. And I mean, she's been pretty much routine like that since the day I got her. And I think I've had her around 10 years now. We haven't ever kept really good records and still don't really keep good enough records, but I've started the last few years trying to keep some records when the calves are born and everything, just so I can keep up with, you know, which calf came off of what day they were born. You know, that way I kind of can see like how quick they grow off, and then also how often the cow itself has babies. So anyway, calf looks good. Got her tagged, sprayed iodine on it. She whooped my butt, but that's about beyond the point. Hopefully y'all got to see that. I think that's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna go feed a bale of hay to the cows at my dad and them's farm, and then we're having a get together tonight with some family. So we're gonna do that, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank y'all for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you left a comment, leave us a like, subscribe. Hit that little bell notification so you know when I release a video. Thank y'all.